Hey, how's it going, everybody? BM Punk here, live and in living color. I am currently waiting on my first guest for an interview. Her name is Lindsey Garner. She is a very talented artist, mixed media artist, puts an emphasis on mixed for real. If you see her work, it's very amazing, very breathtaking. She puts a lot of time and effort into her stuff, and they just come out great, and they're worth every buck that they cost. But anyways, she'll be coming with me soon in about 6 minutes. I'll see you guys with her. But in the meantime, I don't know. Let's just talk for a bit. So, I've been streaming again. I'm back to streaming. I've returned. I'm a streamer now, and I'm just setting things in motion. Going through all the going through all the hoops and everything, and just really trying to figure out how to get this right, and that way they can be good for you guys and I can make them entertaining for everyone, and we could all have a good time. I could have a good time, you could have a good time, everyone can have a good time. But anyways, I'm just being prepared right now for this will be my first interview and my first guest. So uh yeah, wish me luck, guys. Wish me loads and loads and loads of luck. Anyways, how's everyone doing today? We doing all right? I can't actually see the chat right now, so I don't know if anyone's saying anything. Uh, can it show? Yeah, it can show me chat. It can show me the chat. All right, there's the chat. I still can't see anything. There we go. Oh, now it's white for some reason. Since this is an interview, I probably won't be able to read the chat while I'm doing this, but we'll have to see. Everybody, welcome, Lindsay, to the stream. I wonder who else should I try and interview? Hmm. Wonder who else I should try and interview in the future. We'll see. That we shall. What the fuck? This thing is being weird. Why won't it? It's. Look at what the live chat thing is doing. It's. Oh, okay. That's weird. It just. What? Why? Live and everybody. All right, I'm gonna do a quick TikTok right now, just to kind of get things in motion and to get more people in. Where is my Tik? I think I had the TikTok camera thing there, but apparently not. Okay. Shoot. Of course. I accidentally took a photo when I thought I was going to start a video. I hate that they start the things like that where it shows, oh, look, yeah, take a photo. Nope, actually, no. Oh, yeah, start your video really quickly. Okay. No, surprise, you're wrong. It's a photo. Get pranked. Hey, everybody, BM Punk here. I am currently live on YouTube and in living color going to do an interview with the incredibly talented and well underrated mixed media artist Lindsey Gerner. She puts a strong she puts a strong emphasis. Okay, let me just not say that word. Hello, everybody. I am going to let you guys know right now that I'm currently live on YouTube. That's Hey, everybody, I'm live right now on YouTube, and I'm currently interviewing a very talented mixed media artist, Lindsey Gerner. She'll be coming on soon in like 2 minutes, but I just came here to promote it, just get more people in, get more eyes on her work. And yeah, see you guys soon. All right, I obviously have to edit that. I forgot it's connected to my Bluetooth. All right, well, give me a moment. This kind of thing happens. It does. Everybody, I'm live right now on YouTube, and I'm currently interviewing a very talented mixed media artist, Lindsey Gerner. She'll be coming on soon in like 2 minutes, but I just came here to promote it, just get more people in, just get more people in, get more like, get more eyes on her work. And yeah, see you guys soon. And everybody, I'm live right now on YouTube. And Gerner Art. I will be. Oh shit. Oh, be. Oh, is that her? I think that's her. That is her. Hey, Lindsay, can you hear me? Let me see. I didn't even notice she got in. Sorry. Meeting 40 minutes. Oh, admit. Hey, Lindsay, what's up? Welcome in. Oh, she's muted. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you. Hang on. Mm, Audio output. Let me make sure this is capturing the right audio. Yeah, my desktop. And no, still no. Sorry. I don't know. Yes, let me see. Volume mixer. Yeah, I have Zoom turned up too, so I'm checking on my end as well. What the? Hang on, it might be something on my end because I saw your mic move. Select a speaker. Uh, I was right. It was on my end. All right, try speaking
Can
now.
you hear me?
There we go.
Can you? Okay, good.
All right, Lindsay, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just got back from classes, went through the motions and yeah, got everything set up. Good time, so I'd say I'm doing well.
Thanks. And where do you go to school?
I go to Georgia Piedmont Technical College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just for my GED though.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I graduated, um, just not in this country.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, how about you? Where'd you go to school previously?
I've always been in Virginia. So, United States. I've lived in Virginia my whole life. Um, I have moved around in Virginia. I grew up in the southwestern portion of Virginia, and then I went to VCU, which is in Richmond. It's kind of more central Virginia. Um, and that's where I got my art degree at
Awesome.
ECU.
Wait,
And
I didn't know you
then,
had a degree. That's sick.
yeah, I got my degree at a really good school. We had great professors. So I learned a lot. I did study abroad. I did like the extra summer, like curriculum.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
prepared. Yeah. So,
Yeah, great to know. Great to know. I've been trying to get into art myself, although I'm a bit worried personally about college. So I think it's always good to hear somebody graduated college and is able to move up in that way and be able to hone their craft that they had learned, in that kind of environment that's very encouraging from highly skilled artists, among other
yeah,
people who are into the same thing and are like minded as well.
oh, definitely. I just hope it gets better for artists because it's very difficult to make a living
It
being an
is.
artist. Yeah, it is. I hear that on a regular basis, and I've definitely struggled with it myself. So, yeah.
I get it. I get it. It's sort of a struggle I kind of had in my own right as well, but not in the way of trying to make money, but just being new at it in the sense of just knowing what to do and knowing what people want from you and what they expect from your work and how to kind of have things work out in that regard and to just have them be willing to, say, "Oh yeah, I will buy this painting. I will do this song with you. I will let you do a set at my show."
Yeah.
It's a really good way of just just trying to hone that craft as well and just talk to more people, network. And that's kind of what I do. I just email a crap ton of people just to get
Oh,
something I'd want out of it.
and are you thinking, like, do you want to go into the artist field as like a career? Are you thinking music or something like that? I know this is my
I
interview talked like
I mean, it is, but on one end I kind of want to make it like just two people having a conversation while I also get to
Mhm.
know you, so you could possibly get to know a little bit about me as well.
Okay,
So
good.
that's fine, either or.
Okay, good. So sorry, what were you going to say about the art career?
No, I try
I
to
know.
do oh,
Yes.
I
So
try to
are
do a
you
little bit
thinking
of
like,
everything.
yeah. And how about like career wise? Have you gotten that far yet?
Recently I started asking to do shows for DJ sets, and I have an exhibit that's
Uh-huh.
coming up soon that I am in the motions of preparing for. And I've been talking with somebody who is a sponsor for that. If you ever come to Atlanta, he would love to do work with you,
Uh-huh. Oh
actually,
yeah.
and I guarantee you he'd love to do work with you. I'll send you his information when we get done with the interview. Make sure to remind me of that just in case though.
Okay. Let me write that down myself because I might forget.
Yeah. All right, I'll seeing that you're writing it down, I think I'll tell you his name. Well, the name of the company.
Uh-huh.
All right. Atlanta Art XL. And the way the Instagram handle is structured is that it's spaced in between dots.
All right. You might have to email me that.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
Okay. Um, awesome. So you said you had an exhibit or you're getting ready to have an exhibit? Is that like an art exhibit? So like
Yes,
visual art, or do you call it
visual
exhibit?
arts.
Okay. I
And
was gonna say maybe you did like DJ, like they call them exhibits too. I have no idea.
I guess they could be exhibits, but yeah, I would have it as what? Error YouTube is not responding.
Is it not working?
Yeah, hang on. The stream. All right, I'll just start recording just in case. Let me see. Uh, mm, yeah, it looks like a false alarm, but just in case the stream isn't, well, doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, no, it looks like we're still live and it's still going. And it was just some like slight connectivity issues. But even if something ended up being wrong with the stream, I'm still recording on top of
Oh,
streaming, so there won't be anything lost.
okay. I was hoping my internet would be fast enough so that we could do this because now my studio is down in the basement, so it's a little bit slower down here, and I haven't
Hmm.
done it or anything, so
I
I'm
gotcha.
kind of okay.
I mean, for you, I think on your end, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But since I'm also like talking to you on Zoom
Yeah,
while
yeah,
using a different third party subject, it'll definitely like hit my internet. You'd just be seeing me on a call on the other end,
yeah.
but I'm doing way more stuff.
That makes sense for sure.
All right, but thankfully the stream is working, it looks like.
Good.
And nothing's happened. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of both where I'll have some of my visual art out while also showing or just having music that's been made by me played as well
Okay,
for the exhibit.
awesome. Love that. Do
Yeah,
you have any of
there's gonna be other artists there too. Oh, sorry, go
Okay.
on.
I need to check out all your stuff that you have. Like, I need to look at your channel and I need to look and see what you have going on because I know I'm asking you stuff that you probably already have stuff out there for me to look at. So,
Yeah. I actually have different accounts everywhere on Instagram and on
okay.
YouTube. I
Uh-huh.
typically try to just choose one to like give people to talk to them on because I don't want to overwhelm them with all this stuff I have. But
Yeah.
I try to like put things in an organized place, where okay, visual art goes here, everything music related goes there, just
Hmm.
private stuff goes on my private account, where I just
Right.
post memes mainly.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, it's been fun though. And how have things been with you and your journey with, art and recently just getting into everything and when it comes to talking to people, getting sales and just networking about the whole thing?
I need to do all of that still. I don't. I am such a hermit and I spend most of my time just either online or just creating in my basement. And I am like, ever since COVID happened, like, I think I've developed more like social anxiety and stuff. And like, I never want to go out. Like, I don't know. I have some issues. Like, I need to do better networking, like, meeting people and like real social events because I've just gotten in the habit of being online and just in my basement all the time. And you can network online and stuff and I've met tons of people, you
Yeah,
you
yeah,
included. But I think that I could be doing more for myself, but my own, I guess, stress and stuff gets in the way. So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like that sometimes too when it comes to just going out there and talking to people in public.
Hmm.
It can be very overwhelming for me as well, but I still try to do it sometimes. And um, I don't know whether to say it get better, but there definitely is an improvement in a way. And I think one thing I've learned is that, okay, if you know you have good intentions and that you're not this bad person, then I probably shouldn't be afraid to talk to people in that sense.
Hmm.
That's me at least. And
Hmm.
I don't know, I try to just not make the only places I go to be work. home
Mhm.
and the internet because that is just I've realized that is just so miserable if that's the only place I go to see people on a regular basis.
I think it's so great. Like, I'm just like, I could not be happier. It's probably totally dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I think also a part of that has been my experience in the past, just working with galleries and like that side of like social
Mhm.
interactivity. I kind of like steered away from galleries. I guess it was like 10 years ago when I
Oh,
gave up my art for a little while. Only because I just felt like I didn't have a lot of um, say, and I didn't get as much as I should have gotten out of the relationship, maybe. So that's why I've kind of focused a lot more of just like online and trying to do online sales and stuff like that. But with the online sales, I need to be going to groups and figuring out better ways to sell. Because I do struggle with that for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw on your stories the other day when you were pole dancing. Also, she pole dances. This is something she's recently gotten into, guys, for anyone who's reading and is learning these things about her. But that was scary just now. Like when the thing almost fell off, you could have clocked
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I could not have picked a better time to have clocked that.
Yeah.
There could have been a more terrifying instance, and I'm
Well,
glad you're okay.
yeah, no, it is. It's because it happens. Like they loosen up, and the better polls, they, from what I hear, they are definitely safer. But mine every once in a while will loosen up, and you have to just retighten them. And luckily, they don't loosen enough to where the like whole thing can just
Mhm.
fall sideways. But if I was going like really hard on it, then yeah, there could probably be a disaster. So,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
get it.
dangerous sport, especially if you don't have, you know, stuff like welded into your ceiling.
It's like one of those like I don't know, pop in whatever things. Yeah, I can
You mean
imagine
the
that.
pole? The pole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of the way that they make them, but I don't know. I should probably get a better pole. I should do a lot of things, but I don't know. I'm kind of just doing with what I can for now. So,
I've been exploring some degrees of gymnastics myself when it comes to just learning how to have better mobility as well. So by the end of the year, hopefully I can do a handstand. That's really the one
oh,
thing I want to do the most is a handstand. But
they're really cool. I can't even do a handstand.
I can't right now either yet. But yeah, apparently it's like a process to it.
Mhm.
Just not being afraid to fall down, not being afraid, and just probably starting off by putting like most of your body weight onto your hands until you could figure out how to, I don't know, stand up on them without your knees touching your elbows. And I think it's like a weird, slow process that you have to do very consistently to be able to learn how to do. And I think then
Yeah.
it'll work out.
Yeah, as long as you practice every day, no matter how you get there. I mean, everybody, I guess, learns at different rates, and our bodies are able to do different things. So,
Yeah.
there's all ways of getting yourself into a handstand. It's just figuring out how to get yourself there and working on it every day.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I feel like when you're learning something new and it's something you really like doing and it's something that you could put your mind to, you can do it in a way. Like, I mean, I see with the pole dancing videos, like those jump cuts are getting fewer and fewer, and you've only been doing that 2 months ago. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
that's
a
an
little longer.
example.
It was 3 months. We
3
started right at the beginning of the year, so it's the beginning of April, so yeah.
3 months.
Mhm.
Hmm, okay. Yeah, that's impressive for 3 months.
A little over 3 months, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
clearly do
the
not post
part
as
is,
often
like
as you do.
what's that?
I do not post as often as you do, and I
Yeah,
should.
yeah, it's a job. It's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot. So,
I get that. It's kinda like how I feel about, DJing, where I try to do it often and I just get a set in every day, even if it's just 15 minutes, just have something, build up that portfolio, build up the practice. And I think that way it could raise my likeliness of having people want to do things with me and, just get more work out there.
mhm. Yeah, definitely. I love that.
Yeah, because I don't know, I've always been trying to figure out new things and ways I could reinvent my work in a
Mhm,
way which is, to my benefit and also based on how I feel. So
mhm,
previously with the artsy faker brand that I kind of
mhm,
go by, like I
mhm,
wanted the aesthetic to always be masks. So the first time around, like for a bit before I decided that I wanted to revive the character and maybe not the character, but the brand, I wanted to start with something fresh in a
mhm,
way. And the fresh thing I wanted to start with was maybe instead of the Saw vibes with like the masked character, I should probably try going for a luchador thing instead. Because I, while I don't have a lot and a very like strong Hispanic heritage on my family side, because it's just one
mhm,
grandfather who I've never met who died
mhm,
and did not even speak Spanish on top of that. S it was still something, but, nonetheless, it was still something I really enjoyed,
mhm,
and I found very interesting as a kid, just like how lucha libre is and how intricate it is and with all the movements and stuff, and I figured, "Huh, maybe I should, like, go for a luchador aesthetic and try making my own mask as well."
mhm. Explain to me what a luchador is. I
So,
know I probably, like, heard them before,
a
not exactly.
luchador is a Mexican wrestler who wears a mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Oh, like,
luchador. Hmm?
Nacho Libre or whatever the
Yeah,
movie
yeah, like
is.
Nacho Libre, precisely. Yeah, and basically, luchador means wrestler in Spanish, actually, but it has its own meaning in a way and its own style of wrestling
Yeah.
comparison to like American TV wrestling and lucha libre. It's more acrobatic, complex, and just I think also more brutal as well to some extent. I think people have higher chances of getting hurt in lucha libre than in regular American professional wrestling.
Oh, cool. Not cool, but that's awesome. The whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. I actually have it right over there, but I still didn't finish it yet, and it doesn't look the way I want it to. It just looks like a ski mask,
Mhm.
and it looks more like I'm about to go and rob a store and not that I'm like a luchador or this artsy thing. So I'm
Uh,
still working on it, and I'm still trying to work out the kinks.
okay.
And you know, uh, I'm very
Yeah, then.
curious as to what also got you into the pole dancing as well, on top of your art, because that seems like a very new and different avenue as well, as far as
Yeah, I have
dancing goes compared to
yeah.
visual arts.
Yeah, so I've always loved dancing. Like when I was a little kid, I was in all the tap and the jazz, the ballet classes and everything. For as long as we could do that, I did it. And I've always loved dancing. Like I always loved like going out to the club and dancing with my friends and so it's just always been a real love for me. Whenever there's any dance party, it's like I'm out there, I'm the one dancing. So I don't know, I always felt like if I hadn't gotten into visual arts, I would have gotten into dancing if I had like done it when I was like kept doing it while I was younger. Um and I think, like, with the pole dancing, I don't even know, like, exactly. I think this is what it was. A few years ago, a friend had invited me to a pole dancing class, and it was actually a lot of fun. We only did it for maybe, like, a couple weeks, but it was a really fun class, and then, like, recently with changing my studio around and having a little bit more room, I was like, wouldn't it be really fun? And how much like great exercise. And it would be really interesting, like to also add that to my like social media account because most people who like art also like dancing,
Yeah,
I think,
I do.
and it's just like paying for ads, and I don't wanna have to do that, so it's just like, well, maybe it'll get my views up, and I can also promote my art at the same time and have fun and, like, get my body in shape, and I don't know, it just seemed like all the right, like, what ifs were happening in my head when I thought about it, so I
Yeah, and the
just went ahead
stars
and got
aligned.
one. Yeah. And I really enjoy it. And I think that, I mean, I hate to say it, but I feel like my following, they like my dancing more than my visual
You
art.
did
But
mention that you got more significantly more subscribers or both followers when you started doing that, though.
oh, pole dancing, actually, I mean, I did get a little bump in the very beginning, but most recently I've been getting people like unfollowing me. So it's
Really?
interesting. Like,
Unfollowing.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know, like it's kind of a thing. I never understand algorithm, like things just like anymore. I don't know so much. I think that's my way of just being like ridiculous. It's all so ridiculous. I just don't even care. So,
How did that make you feel, though?
what's that?
How did that make you feel?
Did it make me feel like
Yeah.
when people liked the
Yeah,
more?
when initially when you got that huge rise.
Um, I wouldn't say it was huge. I would say it was
Yeah, that
kind
was an
of predictable
exaggeration.
because it was like mostly I'd say mostly the new followers are probably men, but I do get a lot of women followers who love my pole dancing videos too. Um but it made me feel good, I guess. Like I had another talent that people enjoy and I also enjoy. But it also made me feel like, well, I've been spending all this time on my art, and, it's kind of like I feel like maybe I should get more of a payoff for that, you
Art
know?
then. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's something I could probably never be able to relate to, but I could empathize with in a way. I don't know. I think it felt good for me when I started doing the DJing and music and stuff, and I realized people were also liking that in a way, but it
Mhm,
was sort of equal to my art as well.
mm,
But the only difference was that instead of it just being people, going one or the other, it was like
mhm,
it was like equal. And I'm thinking, oh, people like it when I do this too.
mhm.
But like for
Yeah,
you, it's like, oh, people like it when I do this more than this thing that I've been doing longer. That
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, I can't relate to it, but I empathize with it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, either way, I'm having fun, so that's good, but it
All
would
that matters.
be what's that?
All that matters.
All that matters, it's true. It is. Money is also an issue, but as long as you're having fun,
Yeah.
yes.
I try to Yeah, I try to enjoy it, but also just stay realistic about it as well. Not in the
Mhm.
sense of just expecting to fail, so I'm gonna just do this other thing I can tolerate, but just in the sense of okay, I want to keep doing it, but I want to be able to feasibly afford to keep doing it as well. And so I could keep investing time and money into, being able to do this thing I like as well. So that's why I'm still getting my GED, even though I don't plan to go to college. It's so I can have qualifications for other jobs that can potentially, pay more, that could let me have
Yeah,
weekends off and be able to do gigs more efficiently. And
yeah,
although I don't think it's that big of a deal to do that at my current job because I could just ask. And, if I tell them I'm working, then they'll understand. Oh, and
mhm.
I forgot Zoom has a time limit unless you're paying for something.
Right. Is it 45 minutes or 30 minutes?
40 minutes,
Okay. So,
10 minutes. It's
okay.
going to shut off automatically, but I think you could just like log back in and it won't say anything.
Like a different meeting? Yeah.
hmm Yeah, because I think I had this thing running like while I was waiting for you just to test it and see how it looked.
Oh, okay. So it was running like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Got it.
But yeah, I'm looking to get a job at a bank as soon as I get my GED. Which I don't think will be that much of a challenge at all because I didn't. Again, it wasn't that I did bad in school. I just didn't graduate in this country. So I have faith I'll do fine, and I also have faith you'll do fine as well with your work.
Thank you so much. That's super nice. It's for my son. He's listening.
Hmm?
Sorry for that. My son was calling me, so
Oh,
I
okay.
think he thinks
Is he
that I'm
okay?
on a.
Like, you should. Is it serious?
No, 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 no. He's
Oh,
just. It's fine. Yeah, it's
hmm.
fine. And now I keep like blinking because I have like a scratch on my.
You told me. You told me before we started. Yeah, I, I would say like get it checked if it's too bad. Possibly get an eye patch, but again, knowing how healthcare is here, it's like, I
Yeah,
don't know if that's a good idea.
yeah. I literally like felt his finger go like inside my eye socket.
Oof, oof,
It was not a good
that is
feeling, but
serious
I mean, I think it's okay, but it might be a little scratched or something. I don't think he got on my like
on
vision
your
part. It
iris.
was more like on
Oh, okay. So
so
it's just like a little like graze potentially, but nothing too
yeah,
um nothing
yeah.
detrimental.
Not on not like where I see like on the side, which I'm sure is probably not a good thing either,
hmm
but
Yeah.
anyway. Mm.
Yeah, again, pollen has been affecting me in this area too, and it's like
Yeah, yeah.
it's weird. I haven't gotten a cold until now, so I'm considering myself a little lucky, but at the same time, I don't know, the one time I get a cold from pollen when I'm leaving home earlier, that's when it's
Mhm.
like one of those intense colds that, not only are just annoying, but hurt a little bit as well and give you a headache. So it's
Yeah.
interesting.
I've been battling with a headache too the past couple of days.
Yeah.
My Flonase. I lost my Flonase.
Flonase. Oh, Flonase, the thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to help with that.
Yeah. I should probably get some when we wrap up here. Head over to the store. I'm supposed to go out and get some new equipment soon. Nothing huge, just some wires I need because I realize whenever I go to some places, like the last two times, I brought the wrong wires for the speaker system they had. But I
Mhm.
decided to this time ask them, oh, hey, what kind of speaker are you using? Can you send me a picture? And they'll just let me know, "Oh, yeah, we need this wire, this kind of wire, and that kind of wire." Oh, okay, perfect. I need to get a female adapter and then that kind of wire. A couple
Mhm.
extensions too, just to be extra paranoid and careful that I don't mess things up and make a bad first impression. And yeah, things will go good,
Yeah,
hopefully.
me
I
too.
don't know. I'm looking forward to this thing I'm doing on Sunday, and I might or might not stream it. I don't know yet, but we'll see.
You should at least post about it. I want to
Yeah,
see.
yeah. I'll post about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a dude who's gonna like film everybody do their sets for free and use it however they want, as long as we credit him. So
Oh,
I'll probably use some of that on top of other things of my own, and it'll be fine.
awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, I would say just keep doing the art and keep having fun with that. Is that something you're currently working? No, that's framed.
Oh,
So
this
it might
one.
be finished. I can't tell.
I mean, I framed it only so I can kind of store it on the wall until I'm
Ready
done
to
with it.
no.
Yeah,
Oh, but you still have
so
some more playing to do with it a little.
a little bit, I think. I don't know, it could be done. This one's hard to tell.
Mm. Also, what because when you do mixed media, it's a very like emphasis on mixed too, because you while you paint, you don't just paint, you also put objects on it and utilize foreign objects into your paintings and stuff. And I've seen other creators do that as well, but you've been my first interaction with that in a way. So how like, what's the process that kinda got you into doing that? Did somebody inspire you? Did you figure it out somehow by an accident, maybe? What
So I've always been very experimental. And like even the kids when I went to school, they would make fun of me doing like the dumbest stuff. Like
hmm,
I would pour linseed on a stretched canvas and stuff like it. Linseed oil is going to take like 20 years to dry and I just didn't know that kind of stuff. So I've always been very experimental and I have learned a lot along the way. But I discovered encaustic in my late, or maybe when I was like 25 or 26, something like that. Encaustic is basically melting beeswax, or you can use soy wax and you melt it with resin and you can mix pigments with it, you can mix oil paint with it. And when I started painting with that, that was like it was like another experience when I was an artist where it's just like, whoa, this has opened up a whole new world for me. Like this is
yeah, yeah.
oh my God. And so I just started painting with encaustic. That was my medium for years. And that's when I started using collage because the beeswax is just very you can make it like the texture of the wax and the
Collage.
different textures that you can
Right,
create with
right.
wax, it's just
Collages.
endless. And when I figured out that you can mix, fabrics and paper and paint and everything, almost everything with it, I was just from there, it was just like endless. There's so many possibilities. And that's when I just started mixing stuff together. And then when I wasn't able to work in encaustic anymore because of my studio situation, you have to have like a very, kind of ventilated, area because it is pretty dangerous to breathe in the fumes. Anyway, so I eventually came back to acrylics and oils, but I still had the love of like putting objects into the painting. So I had to come up with a different way of incorporating the objects into the paintings. But I still love to do that. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, they come out really good. Like, again, there's, like, traditional oil painting, collages, junk journaling, if you're familiar, and then also just collecting items as well. Yeah,
Hmm.
they come out really good, and I don't think I know anyone who could do it better.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
Yeah. I need to get into painting, but because of how um my area is at the moment, this is just a carpeted area, very easy
Mhm.
to mess up. And then, if there is a mess, it'll be very easy to like leave the mess there. And I'm not living here forever, so it's not like something I could do. So I've just been looking towards finding places to start just doing proper paintings instead of
Mhm.
just, doing sketches and digital work because I don't know, there's something about a painting, like an actual physical painting with paint that just hits different as far as art goes as opposed to just I don't know, a pencil sketch, an ink sketch, or just a digital thing that I could do on my computer.
Yeah, it does. It's got a really the surface that you can create with paintings, it's like that really rich, like, just tactile, you wanna just touch it, y
Okay. Yep. And there we go. Great. New meeting. Yeah, it went and did it. It went. I should have been mindful. Start your meeting in 9 minutes. Cool down? Are you kidding? Wow, that is just that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, hang on. Technical difficulties. Uh, just a chemical. Huh. Thing ended abruptly. All right, so I think what I'm doing for the future, for future reference, the next time I'm doing a Zoom call, is that I'll just be very mindful of the time and then just tell them when, what the hell, $143.91 a year? Are you out of your mind? Jeez. Out of your mind. Uh, right. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. 25, 25. Whoosh. Man, man, that was righty. 2 minutes. Sorry about this, guys. Just some technical difficulties. All right, sorry about this. We're experiencing some technical difficulties at the moment, but other than that, things look like they're doing good. The Zoom thing cut off, and apparently they have a timeout for 10 minutes, which I think, well, dang, these all these services with paywalls are just getting incredibly fast and just smart with how they do things. So it'll Zoom back then. It used to be that okay, you shut down Zoom, and what happens? You shut down Zoom, and what ends up happening? You have to go and What? I don't know. It's like, okay, Zoom shuts down. They have a 40-minute time limit. And then what used to happen was that you could just join right back in. But what happens? Oh, no, you can't join back in now. We're going to make you wait 10 minutes. Oh, but you don't want to wait? Oh, it's okay. You can look, pay for our service. It's like $15 a month or $19 a month or 100 and or if you want to do yearly, $145 a year. Oh, you have other yearly subscriptions? Oh, that shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter at all. That really shouldn't matter. No, no, you'll be okay. All right, I can literally just have 1 minute, so by 4:50, I should get back with her. Give her some closing remarks. It kind of ended a bit abruptly and awkwardly, so I'm gonna get back with let Lindsay know that things working again, and then get back with her. You gotta love businesses. You gotta love Zoom and how they operate as businesses. But yeah, that should be it. All right, hang on. You're not gonna see me for a bit because I think what happens is that OBS detects Zoom as a camera. OBS likes to detect Zoom. Oh, what's going on? Oh, wait, why doesn't it want to use my camera all of a sudden? Why doesn't it all of a sudden want to use my camera? Yeah, look at that. That's weird. Was it because I had it connected to OBS instead? Yeah, it's because I have it connected to OBS right now. All right, well, whatever. I'll just turn on my camera. I'll just turn on my camera on OBS, I guess. I'll simplify things by a lot. Ugh, I hate the internet sometimes. Man, I really hate the internet sometimes. Well, no, not the internet, technology. That's what I hate sometimes, technology. Not the internet. I love the internet. The internet gives me meaning in life. The internet likes to, I don't know, make me happy. The internet gives me, what does the internet do, anyways? Who knows what the internet does? Oh no, this is screen sharing. Um, all right, I'm gonna send this link to her. Where, where? Invite. All right. Well, I wonder if that's the same invite link. Uh, no, it's a different invite link. All right, I'll let her know, and I'll just talk to her. Dang. I love technology. Isn't technology great? Isn't technology great? So they say. Is there a way I could crop this? Nah, I guess not. I'll just wait for her to be ready. And there she is. All right, admit. All right, hey, Lindsay. So sorry about that. Yeah, I think next time, whenever I do a Zoom meeting with somebody, I'll be mindful about the time. But yeah, other than
Yeah.
that, I think we touched base on pretty much everything I wanted to
Yeah.
talk about and everything you wanted to talk about, and that's good to hear.
Hmm.
And it's good to see that you're enjoying everything you do. I feel like when you're a creator, like that. That's really all you could do is enjoy everything you do. So I'm glad you get that enjoyment out of art and everything.
You. Yep, me too.
Yeah, but otherwise, it was really great having you on, and I'm glad you came on and you were willing to take time out of your busy day to come and, help with my channel as well, while I also help with your content, just getting to know you, getting my viewers to know you and your viewers possibly also knowing me as well through you.
Yeah, it was really fun, and I'm super happy that we did it, and hopefully we can have another talk sometime. That would be awesome.
Yeah, sweet. I'd be down.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could feel free to hop on any stream.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All
All right,
right. Well,
and
I will see you on the media.
all right, yeah.